Hello children, let us continue the second equation of motion. For this, again the same graph. Consider an object is traveling with velocity u and it is in accelerated motion. After some time t, its velocity become v. During this accelerated motion, it covers some distance also. Distance in the same direction, in the straight line. So we can say that is displacement also. Now we can find out how much distance is traveled by that object from initial to final time. Then if we find the area of this graph means starting and final. Starting point is joined with one axis, that is vertical axis, velocity axis. Final is joined with the time axis. Then after joining all these things, we get a closed figure. Now if we take the area of this total figure, that is O, A, B, C, D. Instead of writing C, we can write D. O, A, B, D. O, A, B, D. The whole figure represents trapezium. Now this area of this trapezium. The trapezium can be divided into two parts here. One is this portion, that is rectangle, another one is right triangle. So this can be written as, this is equal to area of OACD plus area of triangle ABC. If we find the area of this rectangle, breadth into length or length into breadth, and that is equal to, we are finding the area of OBCD. Then here it is, the area is equal to OA into OD. This is the area of rectangle plus area of triangle, that is half into base into height. Half into base into height. Base is AC, height is BC. This is the area of this OABD. Already we discussed the area of VT graph gives the total distance traveled. So the area of OBD, that is equal to total distance traveled, that is given by the symbol S, capital S. So S is equal to area of a rectangle, this OA into OD. OA is equal to U and OD is equal to T plus half into AC, that is equal to what? OD. So we can write the value T into BC, that is equal to V minus U. It is V minus U. This V minus U from the first equation, first equation of motion, that is V equal to U plus AT. V equal to U plus AT. V minus U is equal to 8, can be written. So in the place of V minus U, we can write 80. So here we can put the value. So S is equal to UT plus half into T into AT. So it can be written as S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is the second equation of motion. This is the graphical method. Second equation of motion. This relation is also known as position time relation or distance time relation. This is a derivation for the second equation. For the derivation, all the mathematical parts should be written, and along with this, the graph, theoretical part, everything must be written. First a theoretical part, then graph, then this mathematical part. Now we go to the third equation of motion. For the third equation of motion, also the same graph. For that, the same graph is going to be used, and again we are going to find out the area of this VT graph. Here we use the same trapezium. Here for the third equation of motion. For the third equation of motion, again we find the area of this OABD. So area of the VT graph gives distance travelled. This is equal to the area of whole trapezium. Area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides into distance between the parallel side, that we in mathematics we call it as height. It is half into sum of parallel sides. The parallel sides are, these two are the parallel sides, OA and DB. They are the parallel sides. So it is OA plus DB into the distance between two parallel sides. These are the two parallel sides. The distance between them is this one. That is equal to D, OD. It is OD. Now if you put the value OA, that is equal to U, DB, this is equal to V, from 0 to V, that is V. And then OD, that is equal to time. If we find this half into, this is U plus V into T. Now once again we take the value of T from the first equation. From first equation, V minus U equal to AT, then T equal to V minus U over A. If you put this value here, S is equal to, it is half, U plus V can be written as V plus U. Here it is V minus U upon A. Now you see, here we have the multiplication, you can extend to the fraction. So this comes V plus U into V minus U. A plus B into A minus B, that is A square minus B square. So we get S is equal to, this is V square minus U square upon 2A. Then by transposing the terms, we get V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, and it gives V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So finally we got the relation V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. And then this equation is also known as velocity position relation, velocity displacement relation. So these are the derivations of the three equations of motion in accelerated motion. V equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. These three derivations are very important in the motion chapter, and the equations of motion also very important in the motion chapter. Now these three equations, by using these three equations, we will solve many numericals. We must solve many numericals. It is not the choice. You must know how to use these equations of motion. And these equations of motion can be used for all uniform accelerated motion. Whenever an object is in uniform accelerated motion, these three equations can be used. Any of the three equations. That depends on the terms which are given to us. Whatever the terms, what are the quantities are given and what is to be calculated. According to that, the equation must be used. Here I am writing out all the three equations. If the acceleration is 0, these three equations are used for accelerated motion. If acceleration is 0, the first equation become V equal to U. Second equation become S is equal to UT. Third equation become V square is equal to U square. This is the case when the acceleration is 0. That means these three equations can also be used to for uniform motion. Here we say V equal to U. That means final velocity is equal to initial velocity. In this case, the object is in uniform motion. that means these three equations can be used for uniform accelerated motion as well as for uniform motion. If it is uniform motion, the relation will be changed like this, right? Then if we see a simple example, any simple numeric, here is C. Suppose an object is traveling with velocity. It is traveling with velocity. Any object is traveling with velocity. It is 72 km per hour. It means it is its initial velocity. If this object is traveling with an acceleration 2 meter per second square, that is acceleration is equal to 2 meter per second square. Initially its velocity is 72 km per hour and its acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Then after traveling some distance, for example, after traveling 100 meter, what will be its velocity? That is final velocity is how much? This is a simple example. Here it is given U, A, S, V. So from these four variables, U, A, S, V, which equation can be used? The third equation. Because in third equation all the four variables present. So we put the relation V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. First you must write the formula, then putting the value. U is equal to 72 km per hour. But here you see, this is in SI unit, meter per second. It is also in SI unit. This should also be converted into SI unit. So converting 72 km per hour into meter per second, you must know the relation. That is into 5 by 18 meter per second. This we call, it is 4, that is 20 meter per second. So 20 square plus 2 into 2, that is 100. Now if we calculate, this is 400 plus here also it is 400 and it comes 800. If we find the square root of this 800, then it is 20 under root 2. That is the final velocity of this object. This is a simple example. Like this, there are so many examples that we'll see in the next session.